a very happy Christmas to you and your family. Joining us now is the journalist Benjamin Butterworth and political commentator Connor Tomlinson, and we have a little pressie for you.
Oh,
we do, yes. Connor?
OK, wonderful.
With love, as you can see.
Thank you so much.
So open them up, because as you do that and you reveal, we're going to be whizzing you through some of the newspaper stories. We've got it being the hottest Christmas day since 1920.
Oh, they are rather nice, aren't they?
They are, and actually I'm wearing odd socks, so this really solves the problem.
Of course you are.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. No, so we've got you some socks, yes.
Wonderful.
Sorry that it's not better, but I'm a bit skimp. So there you go.
It's all going on the weddings for a good cause.
It's all going on the wedding.
We've got that extra guest to pay for, so there's not much budget left.
Well, 100%. So, Connor, we're going to start with you. So this is supposed to be the hottest Christmas day since 1920.
Yeah, and predictably the excuse will be, oh, the world's on fire, don't we need to pay more money towards the UN? I mean... It's exhausting, it's predictable, everything is blamed on a global apocalypse, even the happiest day of the year, because everything has to be about the message. Can we just enjoy the fact that our toes aren't freezing off? Well, mine certainly won't be now, thanks to the dogs. So...
Yeah, I bet...
Well, Connor, you just shoehorned in a little political message into that. Can't we just enjoy the 14-degree heat?
Well, I agree, but you know that it's going to be politicised no matter what.
It is, yes.
No,
You're absolutely right.
It will. They'll use this. We've just had the hottest day, Christmas day since 1920. You know, here's another ULEZ camera.
Well, you know, we have an obsession with a white Christmas, but actually, you can count on your fingers the number of genuine white Christmases there has been in England, at least. It's a bit more common in Scotland in the last 50 years. It's not really a snowy time of year, but it was Dickens that was obsessed with a white Christmas, because when he was around, there was various volcanic eruptions that had caused the world to get quite cold, and white Christmases were very common back in the 1800s, and so that's where a lot of our cultural imagination of a white Christmas comes from, but actually it really is very unusual in this day and age.
Yes, it gets much colder in January, doesn't it? November was rather chilly.
We had a nippy November. Benjamin, going to whiz us through here now. So James Cleverly, Home Secretary, is facing calls to resign.
Yes, not very serious calls, but maybe it's a serious question, depends how you perceive it. But after new laws around spiking and tackling spiking were introduced, he admits to it, he made a joke about spiking his wife's drink. Now, he didn't make it on television in a studio or, you know, a professional context, and people have said that this is unacceptable and that he should resign. And I think... I mean, you know, some people will say it's a rather misguided thing to joke about, and he is a politician and, you know, laws of the land are his responsibility. But I kind of think that when we pick politicians up on every little slightly silly thing that they say in their life, then what kind of politicians are we going to end up with?
Benjamin, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. You're giving a Conservative minister.
It's a Christmas miracle, Emily.
That is a
What do you reckon, Connor?
I think we've all, frankly, made dark jokes behind closed doors. I'm more frustrated with the government's absolute lack of willingness to do anything on migration question, despite continually promising to do so. So I'm not that fussed about an edgy joke, frankly. I think he should get out of the job for a hell of a lot less.
Yeah,
but maybe if you had been a victim of spiking, you might think...
Well, someone in my family actually was.
There.
So someone very close to me had the needle in her arm after one drink, collapsed in the high street. Police knocked on our door at 2 a.m. in the morning. The hospital said, oh, we can't test for the drugs, even though they literally had a needle injection. So...
Oh, my goodness.
I share your frustration generally, though, about the government, I must say.
Do we have time for another story?
Very quickly.
Should we do cannabis vapes?
Let's.
Connor.
Yeah, there have been various adverts on TikTok for THC-filled vape pens marketed to children. About 25% of TikTok's user base are kids. There's been this really disturbing trend as well, at least in my local area, in some of the London boroughs. A bunch of gold stickers of cannabis leaves with QR codes on them. It's becoming increasingly weird that you can just order drugs online. So Children's Commission has come out and said, well, maybe we should take a stand against that.
Benjamin?
I mean, I'm unapologetically pro-vape because I think, you know, it doesn't have the health damage of a cigarette and it helps a lot of people give up, which is really good for their health. But there is a problem that, you know, people are clearly advertising it at kids in some cases. Cannabis is obviously illegal. I despise cannabis. The smell that you get in city centres and town centres is just intolerable. So I don't want any new ways for people to spread it.
No, you don't want a big plume of that.
Well, it's everywhere you go. To be honest with you, it's everywhere you go at the moment in terms of the smell, isn't it? Right, thank you very much, chaps. Great stuff, that. Just going to squeeze in a quick picky, I think, from our wonderful email viewers and listeners, gbviews@gbnews.com. This is Martin saying, I'm determined to get my son Patrick on the telly. It's funny, that's exactly what my mum used to say. Season's greetings from sunny Malta. We love GB News Breakfast. Well, we love you too, so thank you very, very much. And cracking choice of name as well, may I say.
Yes, do we have time for one more picture?
No.
Oh, we don't. We'll have more later on in the show, of course we will. Thank you very much.
We've got loads more in the next hour, OK? I'm going to change into something a little bit more formal, I think. We're going to be giving you the latest showbiz, what's on your telly. We're going to be talking about the royal family, playing some games, and, of course, we'll have your weather.